Using a 19mm socket, let's go ahead and remove the lug nuts. Remove the wheel, set it aside. Now with the key in the on position, this is going to allow you to go ahead and grab your braking system and go ahead and just crank this out. We want to go ahead and get access to our outer tie rod end here. Just want to go ahead and we're going to use a pair of pliers and remove our cotter pin here. Going to use our 19mm socket and remove the nut off of our outer tie rod. Now on our back side here, we're going to go ahead and loosen our jam nut using our 21mm wrench. Once we have that loose, what I like to do is just bring it snug up to the back of our outer tie rod here, and just make sure that it's just butted up against it. We're not going to use our wrench to tighten that. The reason is once you pop this off and start unthreading this, that's going to be our base setting for when we thread on our new tie rod. Now we're going to strike this side of our knuckle here to go ahead and pop that outer tie rod. Now what we're going to do is unthread our outer tie rod from our inner tie rod. You want to count the amount of revolutions it takes to unthread this off of the inner tie rod. So with the ball joint facing down, that is 1. Let's continue counting this until it takes to come off completely. Roughly 17. Now what we're going to do is unthread our outer tie rod from our inner tie rod. You want to count the amount of revolutions it takes to unthread this off of the inner tie rod. So with the ball joint facing down, that is 1. Let's continue counting this until it takes to come off completely. Roughly 17. If you have a crayon, I'm going to go ahead and mark 17. You can just put this there or in the wheel well. I just like to do that so I know when I go to grab the new part, that's how many revolutions it takes to put the new part on. Let's go install the new part. Here we go. And it's meeting up with our jam nut here, so we're right in that area. That should be correct. Remove the nut, go ahead and line this up, and let's go ahead and get this installed into our knuckle. Let's get this nut installed, and let's get that snug down. Let's go ahead and torque down our ball joint here, or outer tie rod, to 40 foot-pounds. Let's go ahead and tighten down our jam nut here. All right, once we have that tight, I'm just going to take a pair of pliers here. I want to go ahead and get our outer tie rod into a neutral position here. So we're just going to twist that just so it's level. go ahead and straighten out our wheel. Once that's straight, let's get our wheel installed. Get the lug nuts all started by hand, and once these are all on, we'll go ahead and snug them down. Let's go ahead and snug these down. Let's go ahead and torque down our wheel to 80 foot-pounds. Now you want to go ahead and bring the vehicle down and get your alignment taken care of.